And welcome back to Steel Division 2. Today we're going to take a look at Armia Krajowa. This is our 34th video. I did make a video prior to that, but it turns out the guy was having a desync, so it wasn't really him playing, or there's a bug with the game, and that's why it looked like he sucks so bad. So it wasn't him, it was the game. And so I decided to redo a video because I don't think it was that fair. And I wouldn't mind if it was actually him playing this bad, seeing as he was an experienced player. But this felt just a bit off to me, so I decided to do another video. I did another battle before that, and it turns out the guy got disconnected. So this is my third try. This is not going to be live, just because my keyboard is I got a new keyboard, and it's very, very clicky. So I decided I'm not going to do live video anymore, so that you can hear as less click as possible. And so yeah, this is Armia Krajowa. I put it back to balance. If you've seen my other video, it was a Maverick for some reason. Also, during the deck video, there was 46 points out of 50 used, and so I forgot to add some stuff. So I did add a couple of IL-2 rockets and a couple of recon squad with the Hanomag half-track. My opponent is Valkyrie. He's a very good player, and he's using 43 reserve army, though. The reserve for 43 army, and so this is a good matchup. Since this is not a live, let's look at the deployment a little bit. So I'm having these guys go there. I'm having machine guns here, a lot of troops here, and machine gun here as well. I'm having Pack 40 here with some troops, some more troops there. I'm being a little bit aggressive here, and flamethrower, machine gun, and more troops here. So it's a pretty classic deployment. My opponent is gonna go classic as well. He's gonna take these flags, and this is the type of stuff he uses. Saperi PPSH a lot. Some tanks, expensive tanks too. A T-3045 1943 2-star, and yeah. So without further ado, we'll start the music and then the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. I'll see you soon. Actually, I won't see you soon. I'll see you right now. There you go. This is the Polish Partisan song. Hope you enjoyed that song. Alright, I guess we're gonna use this side here. Position taken here. I am going to wait for my reinforcement to come. And these troops are very, very good. I like them. So now he uses Yak 1B to destroy all of my units here. I had tons of flamers to go with that guy. And now they're all dead. I retreated from there. And he's gonna start moving. Now that my reinforcement came in, we're gonna move and conquer this. So I see this. I'm gonna bring the only 2 flak I got in this game. I am being pretty defensive with them, though. Just because I think I'm screaming, right? The volume of the game is loud in my ears. I'm being very defensive because these are the only two I have, and I want them to survive the whole battle because I'm not going to have any AA until C phase. Fortunately, I think that was an oversight on my part. I should have put the Bofors, well, the 37mm in B phase, but anyway. So this is going to be a good unit to fight against Saperi, but unfortunately, you know, these are flamethrowers, so there's not much we can do about that. So in a classic move, we have the Polish fighting the Soviet, and this is cool to see, because this is what happened after the war. So it's not like playing German against German, you know. This is more nice to see. It's a bit like we're seeing what happened after. Anyway, so I see lots of tanks and vehicle. I'm gonna bring some anti-tank. I also got pack 50mm coming in. He's being very protective here on... oh, there you go. Now he's moving up. He could have done that a lot earlier. I don't have much here to defend. I do have this... these troops are very powerful. But, you know, against all of that, it's not going to cut it. So, anyway, I do have the pack coming in here. I got one here, one... yeah, one's going to stop here, after all. Just in case. And this one's going to go in an aggressive maneuver. My opponent is being very careful. He doesn't want to ruin this. Because he's got very good troops here. But there you go. Bazooka kills the first half-tracks. Unfortunately, that's going to reveal himself. And now he's going to get to work on the second half-track. But I think the Pack 50 actually killed it first. And there you go. Now the Recon T-34 will see me. I'll have to retreat from there. SG-43, this has a lot of suppression, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 40 suppression is double more than a regular machine gun. What? Oh, maybe not. Okay. It's still enough to suppress these guys. Alright, so these guys are being peppered by anti-tank. At this distance, this one's not going to do much. But it's enough to give something to think to the enemy about. Now he's got his BA-10 here. These are going to be annoying. I think he's going to bring more if I remember correctly. Already in phase A, we see an IL-4 with 305mm HE rockets. I moved my troops just in time, but these are so big, the bazooka goes down. So I got more partisan coming in with the Schwat, which is the Hetzer. Alright, so this guy's gonna start shooting. He already killed one. I'm having this troop retreat here because I thought there was a big bulge here. I thought the enemy would try to cross. There was nothing, so I bring them back here. And I decided to bring these partisans because in the forest, we're not going to be able to defeat these elite troops there. So I figured I might as well fight them in the open. I do have a machine gun. And, you know, I'm just that better in the open compared to these guys. Because they got lots of their weapon in close quarter. Another Yak D is going to come and suppress these guys. That's going to engender the retreat. I press on fallback. So now I'm bringing more pack 50mm because I want them in this forest, because he's pushing with Aftrack, he's pushing with BA10. I don't want to allow him access to this this area here. So I'm gonna bring the pack here, and I'm gonna bring back my machine gun into the front line, and this is gonna be a stable defensive line here. Nothing much happening here. I move forward, capture this flag. I'm kind of testing the ground at the same time. I'm going to start bringing some troops around here and push for this. I've already pushed for this here, destroyed the only PPSH troops there was, and so I'm captured this flag. It's now 14-10 for myself. And you can see he's also prepping to take back these lands or take back this flag. And you can see my opponent is acting very methodically. Nice, the 50mm. He's not rushing forward, you know. He waits for his troops to get ready, and then he moves as a single unity. Now I got my troops here. I didn't know what was in there, so I just start pushing in line collectively along with the Jvat so we can start picking off tanks, but my opponent's going to retreat right over here. Now these flags, they're not that useful, but they are dissuasive, you know, like the enemy's not going to keep flying around here. He knows there's flak, that's probably going to hinder his, well, that's going to make him think twice about, you know, bringing in his airplanes. Oof. Ouch. So I guess I kind of forgot about this guy. He was supposed to be with these troops. But yeah, I completely forgot about them. Look how good they look. I really love Armia Krajowa. And these were homemade trucks there with a Piat. Kubus. And what an absolute beast these troopers, the Armia Krajowa, they really fought on until the 1950s to destroy the German first and then the Soviet Union, which considered them terrorists, and so they had to be in exile and fight their whole time. What was they called again? The Doomed Army? The Doomed Soldiers? Yeah. Anyway, so with the IL-2 rockets and the help of the Schwat, I killed these tanks. Now I'm gonna start advancing more, because I figured there's probably not a lot of things here. There's still actually quite a lot of dangerous CQC units. But you know, I'm just testing grounds here. These are just the partisan, well, they're the regular infantry, but I do have lots of them. Here I'm losing my planes to his planes. Bring more reinforcement around here. Take back this flag. Pack is gonna shoot at this Tanko. He's also doing some reconning, it looks like. There you go. So now I'm forwarding with all my recon troops here. Unfortunately, this Kubus took the open ground rather than going into the forest, and it's sad because these are important units with the Piat and the machine gun. and being armored and all. There you go. Misses his target at that range. I guess they're not the brightest units in the world, but they do the work. So now I got tons of troops coming in. These 20mm are going to do a number on the tankos. There you go. I've engaged into this forest. He's got good elite troops, but they're going to die soon. At least they're going to lose some vet. And I'm going to bring these guys to kill that Saperi. I've retreated my Schvat here because I don't want him to die to an anti-tank gun or something like that. I'm going to bring him back forward to try to kill this Saperi Rux, but I'm not going to be able. And I'll retreat it back again. I move these guys a little bit forward just to make sure, you know, just to be in a nuisance. And in case the enemy would push back here, I still had these two there to protect. Alright, so these troops are, turns out they're not doing a lot of good job. This one's got one more heat shells. Hopefully he'll be able to aim correctly to that M2A1. Lots of tanks from my opponent. I don't bring any tank. Well, in A phase I only got the Jvat, but now we're in B phase. I do have... oof, that's going to be a sad loss for me. I do have Panthers and Tigers, but I figured it wasn't really useful in these settings. And seeing the map as well. I already captured that. You know, I didn't need a Panther or a Tiger in these forests. I already had the anti-tank gun a bit everywhere. Now I'm moving in with my Partizani trying to take this forest. He's got very good troops, but few of them. And, you know, like eventually these are all going to trump over whatever's in there. Same thing for these guys. Look at that. That's a nice sight. We're taking that pollen. Anyway, and I got tons of these troops to the Ochotnisi. They're 15 strength, 2 submachine gun, 12 rifle, 1 automatic rifle that can march and shoot, and they got the cocktail, so they're pretty good CQC. He's bringing his commander forward. That's a risky move, I found, but maybe he wanted to bait one of my Panthers and then be met with not only him, but also the Zistri. Zistri can shoot at 1500. I don't even think that's enough. Yeah, oh yeah, that's plenty. Alright, so I know he's got these planes now, so whenever I shoot or he sees me, I try to move around in different direction. I'm gonna bring my Yak 90 to destroy the IL-4, but he's gonna answer in kind. And I think my Yak 90 actually gonna die here. Moving my Shvat, because now he knows there's an anti-tank, well, there's a Shvat here, and he reacted accordingly. So I'm actually moving out here, and I'm gonna attack him elsewhere, which turned out to be very good, because with his tanks, he didn't move here, probably knowing there was a tank. He moved here, and I do have my 50mm there, and now I'm gonna have my Shvat that's gonna be able to kill them, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna reinforce this forest now. I am bringing these troops. They got 4 MP44, so they're fine in close combat. They're raiders as well and tank busters, so good little unit to have in forest. Help out with the other infantry. Now, see the Jvat here is shooting it. This one is retreating because it's being targeted by the LA-7. I still haven't brought more anti-aircraft. I really should. I will one day. But for now, we're just going to do with that. Keeps the LA-7 away, but this Yak-9B is going to defeat me, unfortunately. Oh, wow, nice. We ended up killing it. Because it was so... Oh, really? Well, this happens. It doesn't matter though. He's got so few troops here. I'm gonna try to keep pushing. These are very, very good. Now IL-4, so I retreat my troops. There you go. I made them all fall back before the bombs drop, which makes them survive longer. I eventually captured back this area with some real troops here. I brought my CQC troops forward to clear this area, and then I retreated them here, fearing the enemy would bring some bombs here, but he didn't. And so I moved in with some Ochotnisi and some recons as well. These got the TNT, so they're always good, and these got the cocktail Molotov. I'm gonna bring more reinforcement into these forests because I see him bringing all of that. And 2-star Shafniki are very impressive, especially with the 3 PPSH. Now I'm being a little bit of a nuisance here. He's gonna bring his half-track, try to get me. So I decided that I'll try moving in and see what he's got. He doesn't have much, but these are going to be enough to keep me at bay with the 3 DP28. 48 suppression is great for him. Oh, there's also the Zis-3 shooting at me. So now they were all bunched together. I figured he would bring an aircraft soon, and so I decided to create a defensive line like this. Alright, so 14-10 for me on this back and forth fighting. I figured I need to take his attention somewhere else. And here comes the offensive here. So they got lots of troops in here, lots in this forest, but I figured he probably didn't have much in there. So I'm bringing some Ochotnisi with the, well, you remember them, these are the guys there, so these are going to be extremely good for forest fighting. Now he sees that, bring his half-track around. I'm going to unload here. As soon as I see a unit, I press the unload button. Throw the Molotov cocktail. That's going to take care of this unit. Now all of this opens up to me, so I'm going to redirect these guys to go a bit further. This one survives the day, but is now stuck on the bridge in the open, so I told them to move fast. And unfortunately, they're just they're pinned down, but they're pretty strong. Oh, there's the 37mm coming in. There's one being called here. There's another right here. So that's going to give a bit more meat into my flank as defense. And in the middle, there's these two there. So if he wants to strafe this one, he'll be met with that. If he wants to strafe this one, well, he could do without. But I also got my fighters now. I'm going to go try and kill this guy with the support of my flak, but doesn't look like they're shooting much. He's gonna retreat. I got P-51 as well. We're now in C phase. So this is the American coming in at as support. And I guess this is represented by maybe the fact that the American tried to supply the home army in Varza, even though the supplies went to the German hands. I don't know why the P-51 are there. There's most likely a reason I'm not aware of. So I tried to move these guys to the aft track, then realized they don't actually have anti-tank, and I'm gonna end up moving elsewhere to attack. Now he's bringing IL-4 again while I got all of these planes here. Killed the Su-152 with the rocket plane. He's gonna bring support here. He's aiming for my IL-2s. And so I'm gonna shift here. I'm gonna try to kill his IL-2. There you go. And then, yeah, at this point I got the only two P-51 in C phase that I have. They're 2-star. He's being very good with the micromanage, but now he's gonna die. He's still got an important amount of troops here, so he's capturing the front line. There's this happening, and I'm gonna react accordingly by bringing some anti-infantry. 59 for me. 4 minutes to go. This is pretty much good game by now. He's got the he's bringing the 88. I mean, I just got a row anti-tank here because I know he likes to use his annoying half tracks. So I'm bringing him 42s to support my infantry. And what are these? Yeah, these are the CQC infantry. But I'm still gonna bring them forward and see what I can do with these guys. Oh yeah, that's what happened. He came here and the front line kind of went past him, so I figure I don't need to fight this unit, and so I didn't. Eventually, I think I'm gonna redirect these guys elsewhere. Alright, so I'm telling them to move fast, it looks like. Yeah. I want to get as close as possible to them, start firing these. They do have a 300-meter range. I didn't know that. I didn't check for some reason. I should have just give the attack order by then. But it doesn't matter. IL-4 doing some damage on these guys. Now I'm going to kill these guys, capture the forest. And, no, I haven't redirected these guys yet. Oh yeah, I redirected them except for one. No? Oh well, okay. I remember thinking in my head. So yeah, I'm gonna pin this guy up, and I'm gonna bring some artillery. I am bringing a Panther now, but seeing that kind of made me doubt. So there is some artillery that's gonna come. There you go. And I'm gonna try to pin this guy down, then bring my Panther up. Still fighting for the forest pretty good here. He's got some AFTOs. They're being shot. T-34, 76 going down here. I did bring some machine guns here to help, so these machine guns are going to go for the middle of the road and the flank. And at this point, my opponent surrenders. Oh, the other player was disconnected, it says. That's weird, because it's twice in a row that happens. But, you know, it was all but done. I had 2 minutes left, which is why I think it's weird that this happened. But anyway, 2,100 kills to his 1,200. I was really surprised by that because I felt like he gave me a really good fight. You can see my kills here. And my losses. Just killed all of these. So, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. And now I'm finally going to be able to do the Germans. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do them. I'm not gonna do them live anymore, unless you guys really don't care about the clicky keyboard. But I'm pretty sure you do. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a good day. Goodbye.